Hey guys, keep it going for Lucas and Rob. Yes. Ladies, this is our time apparently. Let's go. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've had a little bit of a rough year this year. Has been great. Just before my birthday, my grandma actually passed away. So it's been really hard for me because I've been short about $50 this whole year. I didn't get the birthday card. I told that joke in West Virginia once, and someone just yelled out, "Your grandma's cheap!" I was like, yeah, so am I. I needed the money. I don't know what to tell you. But I'm used to having rough years, unfortunately. I'm a Browns fan. Anyone else? Oh, that was rough, guys. Are we just ashamed about Deshaun Watson? Is that why we weren't cheering? Yeah. So who was a Browns fan before Deshaun? There we go. That's the cheer I wanted. I did learn something interesting about Deshaun. Did you guys know that he actually has a foot fetish? Yeah, which did make sense when I found this out because that's the only body part you can see when you're face down on a massage table. You know, are you guys on OnlyFans? Because you should hit them up. Let's go. No, I did actually live in DC for about 10 years, and when I was there, people would find out I was a Browns fan, and they would just talk to me the same way they talk to women running for office. You know, they'd just be like, "Aw, you're still doing that? Good for you." But I would just tell them, look, Browns fans make the best wives, you know, because we're used to being disappointed about a third of the year. Ready, you guys single?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so wait for up, let's go. She's ready to be disappointed. What more could you ask for? I am a little embarrassed to tell you guys that I didn't first get into football to impress a man. A little more embarrassed to admit that it worked. Yeah. My dad and I have never been closer. Yeah. The first time that he told me he was proud of me was when I won my fantasy football league. So 10 out of 10 would recommend football for girls with daddy issues. You know, give them the ball and they'll stay off the pole or something like that. Let's go. Football always has me thinking about mascots, which are weird. Did anyone have a weird mascot growing up? No? What was your mascot?
St. Gerard, it was called the Jerry's, and it was a 4-leaf clover.
They named a 4-leaf clover, so your school could have a mascot. Jerry. Gerald the Clover. Dominating in tennis? I don't know. What sport do you win as a Jerry? Mounting? Maybe it was a Canadian school. No, and it makes you feel even better. I had a really weird high school mascot too. Mine was the Beavers. Yeah, which is a terrible mascot for a girl who developed early. And it was a slow burn on that one. To make matters worse, though, we did call ourselves the Fighting Beavers. Yeah, which is why to this day I still view sex as a competition. Complete with a sad halftime show. I did find out when they were building my school that they were surprised how many beavers they displaced when doing so. So they actually made the beaver the mascot to honor those who had lost their land. And that did give me a whole new outlook on the Cleveland Indians. We were just honoring them. The best part about that joke, guys, I actually wrote that when I was living in DC about the Redskins. And I moved to another city with an equally problematic sports team. So let's go. All right, enough about football. Has anyone been to DC? Do we like DC? Was it a 7th grade field trip? Yeah. Yeah, you're like, absolutely. Yeah. I like DC. I have to admit, I learned a lot when I first moved there. Like that we don't do nutrition that well here in the Midwest. It took me moving to DC to learn that corn is not a vegetable. I don't know about you guys, but my family has about 10 secret recipes that call for an entire box of Cheez-Its. And then we then cover that in shredded cheese. And then I then smother that in ranch. This body is brought to you by Hidden Valley. Thank you so much for asking. I'm pretty sure if condiments had no calories, I'd be a supermodel instead of a stand-up comedian. Here we are, Cleveland. No, I did learn a lot. I learned that people are much nicer here. Have you guys ever met people in DC? Yeah, they're not the greatest. You know, everyone kind of has a stick up their ass and a failed dream in their heart. And not a cool failed dream, like people in New York or LA who couldn't make it as an actor. No, people in DC, their failed dream is like, oh, the senator wouldn't leave his third wife for me. It's really hard out here as a gold digger. But my parents in particular are very nice. Clap it up if you got nice parents. Yes, there we go. All right, a lot of trauma babies in this room. You guys should all try stand up. It's great therapy. No, my parents are so nice. We actually passed a chalk wall a few years ago in Ohio City, and it had this prompt written on it, what's one thing you want to do before you die? And my mom goes first, and she writes, see my kids happy and healthy. I know, you can all add that, it's so sweet. My dad goes second, and he just writes, make a great risotto. Well, fast forward to today, friends, and my mom's dead and my dad still can't cook. So I guess what I'm trying to tell you all is it wasn't a wishing well. All right, I'm gonna get out of here in a minute. But I wanted to let you guys know I did have to go to a kid's birthday party the other day at 11 a.m. on a Saturday. You guys ever have to do this shit? It sucks. Kids really don't respect brunch culture, you know? But I go to this party and I show up and the kid is crying. So I was like, don't worry, Aunt Molly's got this. So I walk up to it and I ask it, what's wrong? And the kid, through tears, is like, I ate a whole box of crayons. And I pooped and it turned into a rainbow. I was like, oh, buddy. My mom's dead. Yeah. And I've been short about $50 this whole year. Like, shit's gonna get worse. You should just learn that now. You guys are great. My name is Molly.